Right. I enjoyed the last one so much, I thought I'd make another one. Because, like, that last one was probably about 40 times as many words I've said in the last 4 days. I don't even know if it's been 4 days or 5 since I last was planning on even being out and about and doing anything. I can't quite remember when it happened. Like, I do know that I went in the shop on New Year's Eve and I saw my fake auntie Debbie. She adopted me in a laundrette. That's how we met. No, we met when I bought my yellow wellies from our charity shop. And then she got talking to me in the laundrette. And she said, I want to adopt you. But I was too old to be her son. So she said, I want to be your auntie. But I saw her at the shop. And she was like, hello. Like she does. And she's like, I'm knackered. I was like, oh, are you? She went, yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it till midnight. And I was like, fuck, is it tonight? Doesn't even know. And I'm like, how do I get that wrong every year? It's a week after Christmas, but it's not. It's the day before. Because it's Eve, innit? I muddle that fucker up all the time. But yeah, I didn't even know. Didn't even know it was New Year's Eve. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I lost track of all time. I did. I literally have been in a hole. I've been in a hole. I really have. This little fluffy thing has been a ledge, haven't you? Yeah, he looked up when I said that. He's been so lovey. He's just been like that with his paw. Loads. He just sits by me all the time. Isn't he, dude? He's lovely company. He fascinates me. So he's actually like been loads happier as a result of this because he's had loads and loads of attention and loads of love. But yeah, he's such a fucking therapeutic little cat. What else was I going to say? Yeah, it's a bit more about that kind of like I don't fit, I don't belong here feeling. Because it sounds so philosophical, doesn't it? I just don't feel as if I belong. You know what I mean? And it's not. It's not. It's more similar to like when you get the feeling socially that you really fucking shouldn't be there. Like if you're a dude and it's quite clearly some girls' issues going on and they sort of walk off and one of them looks at you like and you think, oh, damn, I wasn't here. Or just you get an atmosphere. Just imagine that, but with the context of existing. Pretty much. That's the only fucking don't know. And the other thing is, it's because like I'm trying to describe something that I can't describe as well, because it's not exactly precisely that. But I don't know what that would feel like. Do you know what I mean? It's like, God, it's so difficult to describe. But it's so much the sort of thing that, you know, because it doesn't make sense to people, they'll instantly go, what do you even mean by that? You know, so some of the shit that I come out with that's real to me, people go, oh, well, that's just stupid. And I made a whole video about the fucking phrase, don't be fucking stupid. But it's deeply insulting to someone like me. Because it sounds like a thought. But it's not a thought, it's a feeling. That's what I keep fucking stressing. But that was the thing about schema therapy that made me go, right. And when I called them body thoughts, it was like, I get that all the fucking time. That's how I think, basically. And that's where I found out I was fucking riddled with these things called fucking schemas that happen all the fucking time in response to something that I've seen or think I've seen. And it sets me off. And then I know I've been set off and I know it wasn't real and all that, but then there's still that bit of me that thinks it was. And there's that bit that now I've been unsettled, I've gone and I've had a big spike and I'm in fucking tatters after that, depending on the bigness of the spike. But yeah, I know, what was it? Boxing Day was fucking horrible. But then I think I went to the gym the next day. I don't even know. What day was Christmas? It feels like at least 3 weeks since Christmas. It feels like ages ago. It's weird. It's weird. It felt quicker than the last 2 months before it. longer than the last 2 months before it. But yeah, no, Boxing Day was horrible. But then I was just thinking that was okay. Then it was just it's because of a lot of shit I know that makes it difficult to even talk about fucking Christmas. Which is why I have to stay away, because it's like the joy of Christmas burns me. It just does at the moment. But I was like, well, it's okay. You were expecting it. I've had it, the last couple of Christmases. I've thought, yeah, I know what it's going to be like. Just fucking deal with it. So I was, but then it was like I recovered and then crashed again. I don't know what caused it. But it's been pretty fucking shit. It's basically like, I don't know. I think one of the other things is, fucking what frustrates me is I got diagnosed with ADHD and realised I've been diagnosed with a moot point. And people started saying it doesn't exist, it's never existed, and fucking there's a lot of hate towards ADHD. There really fucking is. I'm like, thanks. It's not deliberate. It's often interpreted as, oh, it just gives a voice to needy people. Shit like that, There's a lot of aggression towards needy people, fucking attention seeking. Why are they attention seeking? Why do you fucking think they're attention seeking? What's wrong with a little bit of attention if it helps them? That's what I think. But yeah, I've now then been diagnosed with fucking another 2 personality disorders on top of that. And I am still apparently suffering from something that can be sorted out with a 5-minute pep talk or a declaration that I'm talking shit. Because that's how it comes across. That's how it feels when people say, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. It's like, no, it doesn't make sense to you. Why does that make me wrong? I've been diagnosed 3 times by a fucking psychiatrist, and I still get people telling me there's nothing wrong with me. I think, what the fuck? Do you do that to someone who's got fucking asthma? You haven't got asthma, you're breathing fine. Fucking shut up. Stop drawing attention to yourself. Oh, poor you got asthma. Big deal. But that's what people are like with mental health issues. There's so much of that out there. It's like, I'm ill, and I get periods of illness. I don't always know what to do, but sometimes just being in the quiet on my own helps more. I tend to come back quicker when I'm just, it is what it is about it. That's just, and it happens. But I can see why it's difficult, because I'm very often going through the sorts of things which other people do go through at a slightly different level, and they do just need a pep talk and a kick up the bum and a night out and whatever, and they start to become themselves, and you see them recover. So then with someone like me, when it's going up and down all the time, when I go up again, I haven't recovered. Sorry, I haven't. Just doing okay for a while. That's what I've learned. Because if I fall into the trap of thinking I've recovered just when I get better, that's when I get to the point of just having all this fucking wonderful positivity about me that everyone always comments on, and got this real big fucking attitude and fucking showy personality, and let's fucking do this, motherfucker. And then crash. It's like, starting to feel like a twat. Basically, I'm starting to feel like a fucking dick, going on about how fucking positive everything is, and then it's like, it's not. So it's like, well, don't fall into the trap. And I think that's what other people do. It must be draining for people when they see someone down and they give them that pep talk, and that might work. It might be because the person's fucking just gone, oh, all right, and swallowed it, and it hasn't actually helped, but they've just prolonged it a bit more. But then they seem to get better, and then they're down again, and you're just going, haven't we fucking been through this? And it's like, yeah, my brain's not normal, my feelings aren't normal, my responses aren't normal. I have a great deal of difficulty understanding what people mean by things. I often think I see hidden meanings that aren't there. It's very difficult to express myself a lot of the time. I'm so often misinterpreted and told, like, oh, you just think this. And I'm told what I think when I've said something else a lot by people. That's where a lot of the difficulty lies. I think Hang on, can't I just tell my story without you psychoanalyzing me? But then I don't know. I'm the sort of person that gets psychoanalyzed a lot because I say such weird shit. Probably. I don't care. I'm on my wavelength, man. I'm on my fucking wavelength. I think weird. I can't help that. I just conceptualize the way I do. But it's really fucking difficult. It's really difficult when everyone just thinks I should be able to sort it out. That's one of the biggest barriers. It's one of the biggest barriers. People don't know. And it is because it seems like something else. And like I say, it's like, I was always a histrionic motherfucker anyway. Always have been, very feely fucking weepy geezer. I just am, I'm a softie. So I've always been fucking a drama queen. And this is fucking worse. This is worse than when I was a fucking alcoholic. Trust me. And I had to live in fucking rehab for 6 weeks and then another one for fucking 3 weeks. And then I got pissed at the day I got out. And so they put me back in rehab and I got pissed the day I got out. I was in a bad way. And this is fucking harder. This is harder. You know, it took a fucking... From when I first went into rehab, it took another fucking 14, 15 months until I got sober. And this has been 3 years. And, well, that stands to reason, mate, because it's at least twice as hard. It's at least twice as hard. If not harder. It might be 2.5 times as hard. We don't know. Tests are being conducted. We are awaiting results from the technicians at the laboratory. But yeah, oh, I forgot to show you my new slippers. I just need to. They're a pair of high tops. Aren't they cool? Oh, you can't really see them. Look. Aren't they magical? We'll end with some fucking... Actually, although they're novelty slippers, they're actually fucking seriously cool slippers. A pair of fucking high tops, man.